SwissBorg is the official partner of my channel where you can buy, sell, hold and more importantly stake your cryptocurrencies. You can even earn yield on your stablecoins. Sign up with my link and you'll earn up to $100 worth of their native token CHSB just for depositing €50 worth of crypto. SwissBorg. Hello everybody, welcome back. A bit of a problem this morning. Just woke up to realise actually it was okay at the very beginning of the morning, but since then, in the last hour or so, somehow my Telegram account, like personally, my account has been deleted. So I'm still available technically in the Patreon one, and also my Discord seems to be okay. So whatever's going on the CC Telegram chat, just be very cautious because I'm not present there. My account's been deleted. I don't have a clue what's going on in that chat, if it still exists at all. So just to let you all know that then something is definitely going weird in there. So don't listen to anyone who proclaims they're me. I don't DM people and do stuff like that anyway. It's just a place for people to contact me, if anything. But for the moment, the Discord is completely unaffected. And if I can't get the Telegram back, it would appear that probably Discord is the way forward at the moment, so we'll see what's going on. Anyway, let's have a look at the charts as it's a fresh morning, a fresh week, fresh month, fresh quarter. Everything's fresh. So where are we going from here? Right. So it looks as though we're getting a bounce from the Bollinger Band Center right here on Bitcoin as it happens. Actually happening very quickly because it was only a moment ago that we were quite significantly down. So in the well, I say significantly on a shorter term time frame. So a very nice big bold move up right now. This is very much in keeping with everything that I've been saying the entire time. The Ichimoku cloud's telling us that there's a trend in play. The trend will continue until the trend has come to an end, and that would require the cheeky span touch price action or the conversion and baseline to make a negative cross. Neither of that is going to happen at the moment, and if anything, we should expect us to trend up, at least to the top of the Bollinger Band. So we're talking bordering that 29,500, 600, 700. But probably more likely trending into the 30,000s over a period of this next few days, weeks, definitely this month, I would say. That's basically all there really is to say about Bitcoin. It's the same old really. There's nothing different about what's going on with Bitcoin today than there was going on with it last week or the week before. Obviously, you've got to be prepared to deal with every sort of little piece of volatility. Sometimes you might feel like we're going down, but really the daily suggests only up, generally speaking. So all your spot positions for Bitcoin specifically, I don't see a problem with that until we start to reach those major areas into the lower 30,000s. Then we can have to reassess the momentum and see if we've got further to run at that point, because that would be a major resistance. Just roughly around 32, so around the 32, so the upper 31s, the lower 33s, we'll call it 32, but don't put that figure in your head saying $32,000 is definitely where it's going to go. It's around that area. It's around that area. So let's have a look at the traditional markets just very briefly, and then I can carry on trying to get back into or salvage what happened to my Telegram group. The euro, again, it's the same old, same old. We're looking at this on a daily, so there's nothing really much changed with this. We've got our V-shaped recovery from the 200 exponential, exactly as expected. We're above all major moving averages, and we got a rejection last week from this area, which is exactly as expected. But again, the trend is still up. We're waiting on this pump signal. We're quite close to receiving it now, to be honest with you. We're waiting for this portion of the cow to go green, and that would be basically pump signal on the euro. That should be enough to break this area. 109.4, but we'll see what happens if and when we get it. We don't have it yet, so we can't play signals that we don't yet have, but that's the last portion of this signal that we're waiting for. And yeah, we'll see if that's got the power to break above here. If it breaks above here, we actually will go into a decent breakout, 112, 114 for the euro. And again, you know my take on the euro. Whatever the euro does, the rest of the markets generally follow, because it correlates to weak dollar, or yeah, I suppose you just call it weak dollar, which is generally good for all other assets. We're looking at a entry point also now for gold. Not that I suggest you do it. Obviously, the entry point, the best entry point would have been the V-shaped recovery from the 200 exponential, exactly as expected. But yeah, it still looks good. Definitely looks good. And the last thing we're going to look at here, obviously, is S&P Futures. So this is not pre-market, this is futures. Still looks good, but we are at the top of this trend, right? This rising channel. This is a daily, not quite got a golden cross. Let's have a look at the actual S&P, and we'll see how that looks. So yeah, we have a very, well, I say a slightly different chart, slightly different take on it, but more or less the same. And I think that we'll be trending up, to be honest with you, over the period of this week to 4,160 thereabouts, and we'll see if that forms like a double top around that level. We're not massively overheated here on the money flow index or anything like that, so I wouldn't be surprised to see if we get continuation on the S&P. Now, the main thing to think about for major continuation, and I'm not talking all-time highs, I'm just talking, you know, bears getting wrecked still, because bears are in disbelief at the moment that they still think this is some form of bear market rally. It's not a bear market rally. The bottom, in my opinion, was printed around here. It's going to take a black swan to revisit this area, in my opinion. But we're not likely to go straight up to new all-time highs. That's not the market that we're in right now, but it is a favorable market. The market is not a bad market. It's actually quite good. It has got a lot of upside opportunities, but it is a trader's market. It's not straight in. However, you know, as far as investing is concerned, I still think that investment has been reasonable over the last few weeks, certainly over the last few months. My pension's been topped up quite a lot. My stocks and shares pension topped up quite a lot with the major tech stocks that were basically all completely demolished. And the S&P has been hit harder recently because of the banking sort of stuff. Anyway, as far as the overall market is concerned, general vibes of the market, it should still be up only. We're still patiently waiting for the alt season, and we're hoping to see some kind of move on that shortly. Like I say, V-shape, well, I say V-shape recovery, a golden cross retest, and above all major moving averages still on the total market cap too. So really, we're just looking for this to actually start picking up momentum. This is basically, it's like trying to drive a car up a very steep hill is what's happening now. All the altcoins still fraught with risk at this level, because we don't know if this will actually come out and work. But we do have the pump signal. We've also got the golden cross. So everything generally looks quite good for the total market cap. And let's just finish off with the Bitcoin dominance and see how that looks. So the dominance chart continuing to rally up still, which is I suppose that's what we should expect, to be honest with you. I layered in here, I layered in here, and I will layer in up here. We're getting closer and closer to have the cheeky span touch price action, but just like Bitcoin, this is a trend signal that we should expect to play out until the end of the trend. When the trend ends, I think it would be reasonable to apply some more Bitcoin into altcoins. That'll be when cheeky span touches price action, if it does, or this blue cross this red. So it's the same setup as Bitcoin, really. It's no different to Bitcoin. So we should expect continuation on this chart. However, looking at the total market cap too does offer opportunity, in my opinion, for reasonable entry points across the board for alts, just based on the market cap of altcoins. So that's all market cap excluding Bitcoin of crypto. So it does look still quite good, but as far as any immediate rotation is concerned, not quite yet. But it doesn't mean that alts will lose money. It still looks, though, to me that Bitcoin is still the better place to be. So having a larger portion of Bitcoin in your portfolio is the right thing, and to layer into or scale into altcoins as this continues to trend up. This one will be the next one. This will be the last one I'll be looking to do based on a chart. The next one I'll be looking to do will be based on cheeky span touching price action and the cancellation of the Ichimoku cloud trend signal on the Bitcoin dominance chart. Right. I'll leave it with you there, see if I can get back into my Telegram account. Otherwise, people are going to have to contact me through Discord, which has usually been a bit of a dead place. I find it very difficult to cope with so many like social media accounts. So maybe it's a blessing in disguise. Maybe it's time to move away from Telegram. It was full of bots and scammers and all kinds of madness. So we'll see what happens there. But otherwise, I hope you have a nice day and take it easy.